Chapter 1, the beginning. Well, actually, it is not the beginning, because it's not my first off-road bike. My previous bike was a Ténéré World Rally 2024. And my bike before that was an Africa Twin 1000cc. Both bikes, lovely. I learned from both bikes what I liked about the bikes and the things that I don't like about the bikes. So I decided to start again and start all over. So why did I swap my T7 World Rally for a stock T7 2025 model? Well, that's the question I've been asked a lot about you guys. Why did I change my bike, this awesome 2024 Ténéré World Rally, completely full option, best gear there is? Why did I swap that bike, that T7 World Rally, for a stock T7 2025? Well, I've been riding a lot of off-road, and for the guys that are riding off-road, they know when you ride your bike off-road, it just breaks. Stuff breaks. It gets ugly, it gets dirty, you clean it, but then you see the scratches, they're still there. And yeah, because to me, the Ténéré 700 World Rally was like the most beautiful Ténéré out there, stock from fabric. I loved it. I think today still it is the most nice T7 out there. But every time I went off-road, I felt like, okay, I have to be careful because this bike is so nice, and I had the crash bars and I had the skid plate and I had all the stuff, but it just breaks and you see it. The plastics get ugly. Two plastics, they just really break, really, like they proper broke off. So I had to replace that with of course the original T7 World Rally stuff, which is kind of expensive. That's one reason. So it is the most beautiful bike there, which is the good thing, but which is also the bad thing. Because if it was just a T7, a black one, I would just like got stickers over it, get the stickers off, put new stickers on, and the bike will look good again. But it isn't. It is the World Rally. It's a special edition, a really nice edition. So that was the first thing why I went from the T7 World Rally to a stock T700. The second thing is the weight. It is just like 10 kilogram or 8 kilogram where the weight is. The weight is really in the front of the bike, which is amazing when you ride on highways. It is really, really nice. You just have the weight there where you want it on highway. But when you're riding off-road, to me personally, as amateur, because that's the thing, of course, as an amateur off-road rider, it was too heavy. I'm a small guy, I'm a light guy, and this bike was just too heavy for me as a average off-road rider. I know guys like Motoric and I know a guy like Pascal, they both have the world rate and they just fly with the thing, but they're like way better riders than me. And well, to me it's all about having fun. It's all about having fun. When I'm in the gravel, when I'm off-road, I just want to have fun. And I found that the T7, the lighter version, the stock version, is for me a way better choice. So when it's summertime, you ride your Harley. When you go to work, you ride your GSA 1300. When you go off-road, you get your CRF 450, right? No, I just want one bike, T7. So you always have to compromise. I want one bike, and I want one bike that does everything very well. Reliability is a really important one for me. That's why I go Japanese. Japanese, we all know, that's the good stuff. The Japanese bike is the reliable bike. That's why I bought a Honda first, and I went to the Yamaha T7, and I love the T7. It's like a no-nonsense bike. So this bike is like a really well off-road machine, and it also is very nice on road. Why did I go to the 2025 model? Because the 2025 model has ride-by-wire. And yes, I'm not a big fan of ride-by-wire overall, but LSK made a dongle for the 2025 model that will allow you, with this stock 2025 T7, to have cruise control. And yes, I love off-road. This machine is amazing off-road, but I ride a lot highways on road. So for me, to have cruise control is really nice. So that's why I chose for the 2025 model. It's newer, it's better, the weight is different. There were some things on the previous model of the T7 that were not really nice, and Yamaha didn't take these things for granted and listened to the T7 riders, and they changed a lot about this bike and they made it a better T7 bike. So for me, this is the basics, but everything is going to be different. So how do I ride this bike actually? Well, this bike I will ride on road for like 90% of the km I ride during a week, and off-road I will ride this bike like 10%. This is my work bike, and it is my fun bike. I have one bike, like I told you before. So what choices will I make on this bike? Well, if you look at this with your head, like, okay, how will you develop this bike? If you look at this, I will choose a tire which is like a 10% off-road bike and a 90% on-road bike. That will be logic. But I don't look at this build with my head. I look at this build with my heart. What do I like? What do I like the most? How will I ride this bike? What is the thing that I like about this bike? Well, it's off-road. In my heart, it's like 100% off-road. That's what I like the most. So my build is gonna be 90% off-road and 10% on-road, which is exactly the opposite how I'm using this bike. This bike is gonna be a different bike than you see right now. So please subscribe to the channel, like this post, give it a comment, and more to come. This is just chapter 1, when it's still full basic, but there will be more content soon.